I really wasn't going to make a video today because I'm like on the couch. I'm not sick or anything. I just, actually, yesterday I had a wonderful day, a marvelous day. I hope many of you did. I know I was suffering. I got hit with all those tornadoes. I was watching that last night and praying about it. Poor Iowa. Oh my God, and Nebraska. So, okay, so what are we going to talk about today? The title is, how to heal, right? The body, mind, spirit. And I was gonna do, I don't know, this could be like a three-part video. Okay, but we're gonna do one today. We're gonna do about how to heal. Everybody has something they have to heal, right? You have something to heal, I have something to heal. All right. The world has lots to heal, right? All right, so let's get the show on the road. So what I did today, and I'm pretty spiritual, and I do talk to Ashtar, and in my mental realm, Ashtar is also Jesus. So, and he's also Yahweh. Like the master teacher, right? Who's your master teacher, right? You have to have a master teacher. So I knocked on the door today because yesterday I worked in my garden. That's why I'm resting today. I must have worked in my garden for almost 10 hours, and I have not been able to do that in months and months and months. And to do that, to work in my garden and put my hands in the dirt and plant my plants, I was just like in heaven. And it was like 80 degrees. I felt so blessed. So the blessing for you today, this is what we're going to talk about. So knock on that master teacher's door, right? They say, oh, don't ask for stuff. Don't, what does it say? Well, why not? That's all they said. They said knock on the door. It's like the magic genie wish, right? Why wouldn't you rub the magic genie container, right? Why wouldn't you let your master teacher out of the bottle? Don't keep them in the bottle. You're the master teacher too. So we're going to talk about how to channel that. So what you want to do is channel the master teacher into yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with something that you want to heal on your body. And you're going to take your hands and you're going to place them on that area. That's step one. So like maybe you should sit down or maybe you should lay down, whatever. So get in a comfortable position because I have to talk you through the steps, okay? It's not just one step, it's several steps. So we're going to do a clearing first with some Reiki. So let's breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. And for those of you who say, oh, the energy can't be transmitted through the electronics, energy is always transmitted through electronics. It's a vibration, okay, whether it's your cell phone or the computer or whatever. All right, so you're going to take your hands and say you have a really bad headache, okay? So you're going to place your hands over your head and breathe in and out. Now, this could also be a mental problem. Maybe you're struggling with something, some decision you have to make. So let's just breathe in and out. Or you have a headache. So if you have a headache, it's the corporal, it's the body. As you lay your hands on yourself, I want you to be aware of your fingers. Because as you breathe in and out, you're going to feel like maybe a little stream of electricity, or you feel like one of your fingers is going to vibrate more than your other fingers. Okay, so you're putting your hands there, you're getting comfortable with the first step of just touching yourself in a healing way. That's new, right? That's a new concept for a lot of people. Maybe it's your elbow, right? So then you'd put it on your elbow. And as you lay your hand on your body part, you breathe in and out and get comfortable with touching yourself in a healing way. And this might bring up a lot of emotions. It might bring up a lot of negative thoughts. Like, no, I can't do this. I can't heal myself. I have to pay someone. I have to go to someone. I have to do this. I have to do that. All right, so that's what you need to calm down, that monkey brain. And go to your spirit of light. Go into your center and allow the master teacher to come into you. And if you have emotions or thoughts that arise, just to let them arise. Let them just say, okay, thank you for sharing, and now go on your merry way. Thank you for sharing, and let them go on their merry way. You don't need all those thoughts. You don't need all those negative emotions. You need to come into a place of centering. All right, the next part. Okay, so lay your hands, do the breathing, make connections, feel the vibration. Now this is the most challenging part of the healing, so pay attention. The most challenging part of the healing is when you really feel you made that contact with that really sore area or difficult concept. You really need to stay there and let it and let yourself breathe in and out and really go into the source of the pain. You're going into the source of your DNA. You're going into the source of your cells. And you want to transform them, right? You don't want them to be in pain. So you want to make contact with that source of pain. And you want to breathe into it and be gentle with it. And don't swear about it. Just go into it. Entertain it. Find out what it's about. So let's breathe into that source of pain. So at this part you might cry, and that's okay. You might curse, just allow it to leave. Just go into that source of pain and breathe through it. Well, I just got a neck adjustment. That's a blessing. Did you hear that little crack? That was my neck adjusting. Yeah, so sometimes I guess that's normal. You feel like part of your body's going to readjust. So that was more of a message and a realization. And just practice that over the next few days, right? Just practice it. Go into that center and make contact with your pain. Corporal, because that means physical, right? Any kind of corporal pain, any kind of mental pain, body, mind, and spirit, right? Well, I'll have to do another session on the mind and mostly the spirit. I mean, it's because the body and the mind is so connected emotionally. You know, if you have a pain somewhere, you have an emotion there, it's stuck. I think what it is we don't believe that we can connect with a master teacher and heal ourselves. I mean, I know there's a lot of healers on the planet. There's surgeons and there's, other physicians and this and that and this and that. But I also think besides entertaining them and going to a doctor when you need to, if you're not getting an answer or you don't feel like the message is correct, then you need to turn to yourself. You need to listen to your intuition. Now, it might be another physical person in the world, or it might just be that it's time for you to lay your hands on yourself. I mean, we're in a fifth dimension right now. Well, a lot of us are. I think some of us aren't, though. And that's what's going on, right? There's this pull and push between, like things are so segmented. Like an orange, right? Oh, an orange tastes really good, though. All right, so actually that gets into the food thing. So you know what? You guys should prep. I mean, I don't want to be preachy here, but you should prep. Because look, even if you prep and buy a whole container of food, right, that's going to last 25 years, if you don't use it, you can pass it down to your family or give it to somebody else. There's a lot of people. Okay, here I go. I'm on my soapbox right now. Well, anyway, that was the lesson for today. So I want you to practice that lesson about healing yourself and entertaining the master teacher. But I also do want you to prep. You need to prep. Look what happened in Iowa. I mean, we need to pray. We need to pray every day. I said to my son, he's always complaining. Oh, I got to do this and I have to do that and blah 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 blah. Blah. It gets to the point you don't want to hear it anymore. But then I thought, why is he complaining? Because he doesn't know what else to do when he has to do a Saturn task. I call it the Saturn task, right? Saturn task is like taking out the garbage, doing your laundry, all those very linear things that we have to do every day of our lives. I mean, maybe you have somebody to help you, and that's wonderful. But if you don't, then you have to do all those chores yourself, right? So we need to balance the Saturn task. How do we do that? And I said to him, listen, when you're washing the dishes and you're doing the laundry, don't be complaining. Do it from a point of prayer, whatever your prayer is. I told him, you should maybe learn a Hail Mary or learn a mantra, right? Om Mani Padme Hum, right? Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Shanti. So when we're doing these Saturn tasks, right? And we don't want to do them, do it from a point of prayer. And when you do it from that center, when you do it from that point of prayer, to me, it's just like part of life. It doesn't become this overwhelming burden. It's just part of the matrix of living in a physical world. So yeah, I worked in oh my goodness, but yesterday my day was amazing. I hope you had an amazing day. I'll have to show you what I did in my garden sometime. Oh, the pansies. That's right, the pansies. I planted my pansies. I showed you my pansies, right? On my story. So, yeah, the pansies, I got them planted. I kept all the pansies for myself, but I am going to give my daughter-in-law the geraniums. I was going to give her some of the pansies, but then I couldn't let go. I had to fall in love with all of them. So I kept all the pansies. So I will show you that sometime. So, give me a thumbs up in the chat or send me a message if you thought that this video was helpful today. And I'm not going to be here all day on the couch. I am going to get off the couch eventually. And I keep thinking, where would I meet a group of people to do a meditation with? Because it'd be nice to do this giant human meditation somewhere, right? And I thought, you know what, I want to do it in Goleta. I want to do it in Eagle Ridge Territory. But I don't have anything built there yet. I just have a piece of land that's supposed to have like a portal on it. So what I was kind of fantasizing, the first thing I want to build is like a beautiful pagoda. And then everybody could like meditate under this pagoda. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that out there. Because it's part of it's part of this whole octopus. It's part of a golf course. And it's part of it's called the Eagle Ridge Eagle Ridge Territory, and it's set up on a ridge. And I thought, wow, that's kind of like a safety area. I think I want to like live there. And I was given this piece of land in a trade when I sold my other house, my Nine Oak land, and I got this piece of land. And my friend who read Turkish Coffee Grounds, I think I talked to you about her sometime, Tanya, she kept saying in my Turkish Coffee Grounds, she goes, you know, you have a piece of land in your cup. And I go, Tanya, I don't own any land. I don't have land. It's right there in your coffee cup. We almost got into this like little argument about it, you know, like I was challenging her. I was challenging her with the coffee cup reading. And she says, no, you have a piece of land. And hole and behold, this other psychic said, don't take the first offer. When you sell your Nine Oak Glen, take the second offer. And I said, okay. So the first offer came through. That was a cute little place. It was a little townhouse. They lowballed me, and there was no way I was going to take the first offer, right? They just, like, people are greedy sometimes, right? See, that's the problem. There's a lot of greed in the world. We need, you know, we teach our children to share. Well, what about ourselves? So that's the message for today, right? Share with yourself. Share with others, share with your children. But it took a long time to get to that message. So whenever I get that piece of land built, that pagoda, and I do something out there, I am thinking about it. You know I have to take action. I have to have it surveyed. So after I do that, you know, then I'm going to try to, if I can, if I'm allowed to, you know, build my little pagoda. I have to build a place to live out there too. I think 900 square feet is big enough, right? We'll see, right? So have a peaceful day and practice your lesson for today, right? Your healing lesson. All right, you guys. And then I'm going to try to get out today. We'll see if I can get off the couch today. I have laundry to do. And I want to go out and plant my wildflower seeds because it rained. And it's not raining now. It's just cloudy and 65. So this is like a perfect day to plant my wildflower seeds. So listen, have a productive day, but also rest. Remember to keep the balance, right? Remember, it starts with healing yourself. Bye, you guys.